welcome to the Deborah Gaffney Show. I'm so excited to be back after COVID and lots of other things. But today I have Maria Ballance. Isn't she beautiful?
Thanks.
She's an interior decorator and she's going to tell us about her business.
Okay, well, I started doing interior decorating probably when I was in my 20s. I've always had a passion for it. My family was always in the furniture business, so I've always been fortunate to be around beautiful furniture and beautiful homes. And but what my passion is, I actually like to walk into a space that needs help and just make beautiful spaces for people. You know, that's it's an honor for me, you know, and a privilege for me to walk into someone's home and, you know, really listen to what their vision for their home is and what they want to feel, you know, in their home, and then I can create it. And that's truly what I love to do, you know, create a family home. And
Nice.
that's mine.
Now, she was telling me before we turned on all the cameras that she, well, actually, she sent me pictures. And she comes in and she looks at the walls and she actually, I'm going to get rid of this wall. I mean, maybe that's what most interior designers do, but I was just fascinated with that process. How do you come up with that vision?
So when I walk into a room, I can literally take a red pen and I take a photo of it with my iPad, and then I start, you know, once I listen to what we want to accomplish, or sometimes I do flip homes, or depending on what we want to accomplish, I just start marking it up in red, you know, remove this wall, or raise the ceiling, or, you know, whatever needs to be done. Add a half a bath, you know, whatever it is. So I am blessed to be able to see that, you know.
I can imagine what she sees when she walks into this house. I told her I've got areas of
Not true,
where it's
not
neat,
true, not true.
and then we've got areas of clutter. And I would love to get her in those clutter areas.
I would love to have you.
So, how many projects do you take on at a time?
It depends on the size of them, because when I give myself to a project, I truly give 150%. So, you know, I may have a big project that I'm working on, but then I take on like 2 or 3 small ones. So when I say a small, so if I'm doing an entire home, then I would, you know, take on projects where I'm going to do one room, or, you know, so that's kind of, I just like to immerse myself in it. So.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Is there anything else you'd like to share now? Later, we're going to edit this video, and I know that I'm not in the live screen, but I'm right here. I just wanted to showcase this beautiful lady. We're going to edit in some of her pictures of before and after, and they are absolutely fabulous. There's one that's a bedroom and I was just like, oh, I would love that bedroom. Tell me about that particular
And he actually
job.
was a famous football player.
Really?
I'm not going to say who he was,
Okay.
but they live out in the woodlands, and her dream was to have a bedroom. When they moved into this house, it was his bachelor house, and her dream was to have a bedroom that was like a hotel. And he basically told her, honey, whatever you want. So that was my inspiration, and that's what I created for them.
It was beautiful, and you will see pictures of that. I promise.
So, yeah. So
what are some of the ones that really made you happy?
Oh, gosh.
And do I have pictures to show?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, lots of pictures. Like I did an unused dining room in someone's home. It just basically was just filled with clutter, and they wanted to make it like a sitting area. So when you entered the home, there was French doors, and you know would see into this room, and that room came out amazing. And I just made it a sitting room, you know, but it was, you know, if they had friends over,
Mhm.
they were, you know, probably a middle-aged couple, if they had
Mhm.
friends over and they wanted to go in after dinner and have drinks, and
Mhm.
it was just a really cool room.
Yeah,
And
nice.
so yeah, so that was one of my favorites. I love walking into, you know, like homes that haven't been touched in like 30 years. That's really my favorite. My realtor friend thinks I'm crazy
Mhm.
because I walk into a home that's horrible and I'm like, this is my dream house. Because you know, I like to make them into family homes because
Right.
I envision like, oh my gosh, you know, there's going to be a family living here. You know, they're going to use this kitchen, these bedrooms, this home office. You know, so anyway, it's fun. It's
That's
really
nice.
fun.
And I think that's called, what's the name for it when you make the house?
Oh, staging it?
Staging it?
Yes, I love staging houses. That's actually one of my very favorite things to do because that's what you do at the end of the project.
Mhm.
You know, and I have this gift where I can walk into a space and once I figure it out in my head, like where everything's going, like I can see it before it's done.
Nice.
And I even know how I'm gonna stage it, so.
Perfect. I remember before we moved into this house, which is, I don't know, 20 years ago or so, I had a house over across the street, and we cleaned it out, painted the walls, put new carpets down, and then every time my realtor would call me and say, hey, we're going to show it today, I'd go over and vacuum, put a candle
Stripes
on.
in the carpet.
Stripes
Yes.
in the carpet.
Yes.
New flowers
Yes.
and a thing of cookies so you get that fresh baked
Yes,
smell. So
yes.
people would walk in and go, oh, it smells like home. I
Yes.
sold that house in a week.
People, yes, it's about the sense when you walk in. People want to be able to envision
Living there.
them living there.
Yes.
That's why when you're selling a house, of course, you never leave any family photos
Mhm.
out because, you know, there's also, yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yes, it's,
So this is fun.
it's so fun.
I can't wait for you guys to see all of her work. It's absolutely fabulous. And again, we are looking at and talking to Maria Ballance. And she's here in Nassau Bay. She also has a small presence on social media, and we're going to try to increase that presence. And is there anything else you'd like to say? Shout outs?
Not really. Not really. No shout.
No shout outs. All right, no shout outs. Mom, you're not going to know who that bedroom is. I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
I know,
Anyway,
I'm not telling you.
Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, thank
and
you.
I
It's
look
been a
forward to seeing more
pleasure.
work, and maybe we'll even get you in here.
I'm here. You know where to find me.
So thank you for this small time. You know, thank you for allowing me to come in and talk to you and introduce a new talent to you. We are Creatives United, and we create with passion. Bye-bye.